All right, I think we can start now. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to the another session organized by SUG Pune. My name is Surendra Sharma. Today we are going to look around the recognition model and how you can use it with the Sitecore Edge. So within this, change the slide. So our agenda for today's session is that we'll see the introduction of this topic, and then we'll go through what exactly the emotional recognition model, and we'll try to understand it, the neural network as well, so which is the part of emotion recognition model. Then we'll see what exactly is the Sitecore Edge, what are its benefits, what are the different type of API it's exposing it, and how we can connect both of these two systems. So we have to connect our recognition model with the Sitecore Edge. And then as a demo, we'll see one music app that we have created for this, which is going to use the Kaggle dataset. And then we'll see demo with the Q&A. So this is the overall agenda for today's session. Before starting anything, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Surendra Sharma. I'm Associate Director in Nagaro. I have 16 plus year of experience uh, in Microsoft technology, just recently completed 17. I'm a Sitecore certified, MongoDB certified, Microsoft certified. I'm a speaker in Sitecore User Conference India and also a part of lots of Sitecore user groups. Till now, I had delivered more than 20 plus project on the Sitecore side. So overall, on the Sitecore side, I have more than 1 decade of experience. I'm running one blog website where I have published more than 200 blog articles, and I am author of 8 ebooks on Sitecore. And I have also developed 5 reusable modules available on Sitecore Marketplace. Now, nowadays, if you try to catch up any industry, they try to go and try to provide the personal experience. If we talk about the CMS, the main point or the main selling the selling benefit that every salesperson is trying to sell their product is the experience, or we can say more personalized experience. It means that experience is going to be changed from individual to individual basis. The experience that you want, it's something different from the other people, because the place from which you belongs, the upbringing that you have, so your thought thinking is something different than the other person. So everybody want the personalized experience. And how they want this personalized experience? So they nowadays system are trying to track your digital footprints, and based on that, maybe based on your location, based on your based on the date, based on the past visiting history, on that basis systems are trying to provide you the experience. But the best experience that anybody can provide is the what kind of emotions that you have right now. So we know that we all are the emotional people, and even animals have the emotion. So if you can control their emotions, in that case you can sell your products as well. So our decisions, our thought process are always going to be motivated by emotions, and that's why especially you are going to experience this particular scenario in your life, when you are going to say that, hey, that is trying to do the emotional blackmail to me. So what is those emotions? So that emotions are going to change your thought process, that are going to override your decision making power. So can we control these emotions that we have? So most of the time as a human being, we are trying to think about our past or about our future. But from the Gita, Krishna say that the life is this current moment. It's to be here. That's what the life is. So if you can control this moment through the emotions, then you can provide the best experience to your audience. Now, we know that AI and ML has started to knock everywhere in our life, and right now, you can think AI is a kind of newborn baby. But over the period of time, the as a newborn babies spend their days on this earth, so they are going to become mature, and they started to understand the outside world, and they take the better decisions. In the same way, AI has just started it right now. AI is on that level that where it can feel your emotions, and based on that emotions, it can provide you a, or recommendations, good decisioning, which is going to be close to your heart because AI have lots of factors which from which it's taking the decisions. Now, once we know this AI, so within this AI, there is a one model that's called emotional recognition model. Now, what is this emotional recognition model? So it's a type of artificial intelligence, and it's designed to detect and classify human emotions. So these human emotions can be a visual or audio clues. So this emotional recognition model is trained on a data set of the human emotions such as facial expressions or voice tones, and it's trying to learn and recognize the pattern in the clues that correspond to specific emotions such as happiness or maybe a sadness or maybe anger or fear. So this model, we can use this model in variety type of applications such as analyzing customer sentiments, analyzing the healthcare sectors. So for example, for one of the customers, we have created this kind of model where they have created the e-commerce websites and where their products are listed, and with for those products, now people can provide their feedback, they can share their experience with those products. So if these experiences are positive, I mean the feedback that people are providing, if those have the positive sentiments, then yes, it will be automatically published to the website. But if there is some negative feedback or there is some abusive language or if there is a negative sentiments, in that case system should automatically uh, identify it, and then based on that identification, it should send that particular comment to the admin people or to the backend office where they are going to check it as a manually, and then if they think that yeah, this is fine or maybe it's a neutral, so they can approve it, which is going to be published it to the website. Or if it's a negative, then they can just reject that comment, so that on our website there should be the most of the comment that about the product that we have, either they should be neutral or they should be a positive sense that we have. So we have created it for one of the customers in past. Now, once you understand this emotional recognition model, then we have to think about the neural networks to understand it. Now, what is this neural network? So in our human brains, we have the millions of neurons. On the all those neurons are connected with each other. So the more the neurons that you have, it means you have the better memory. So that's why as a kid, we have a higher development capacity of the neurons because we have to understand this world. We have to we have to think how this whole world is working. So as we have to learn lots of things, so the speed of the neurons grown in our brain is going to be higher in early age. And as brain require the most of the energy and power within our body, so you can say that it's a power bank in the mind is a power bank in our human body. So in our old days, as our body cannot produce that much of power, so we cannot supply that power to the brain, and that's why in our older days, our neurons are not reproducing it, or you can say they are going to be die. So that's why you started to forget the things that where you have kept your spec, or maybe where you what's the name of that particular guy, or maybe you can think that I know this guy, but I don't remember is where I have saw it. So that's why you started to asking those type of question in your old days. So in the same way, in AI or in emotional recognition model, behind the scene, it uses the conventional neural network. Now, within this conventional neural network, an example is here. For example, it have the lots of different type of layers. So these are the different layers, and within this, we are providing a one image to this. So as a human being, we can think that yeah, this is a cat, but how you are going to convey this message to a system. So what we have to do, we have to provide lots of images of this cat, and then this image is going to be passed through this conventional layers network here. So there are one or more neural networks here. So particularly we called it as a feed forward neural network. So this is a type of artificial neural network that uses multiple layers here. So you can see here, you have the multiple layer. Right now I'm showing 3 layers here. So the aim of these layers is to learn and to make predictions or classification. Now we have this input layer and we have one or more hidden layers. So these layers can be multiple here. So right now we have 3 layers here, and then we have the output layer here. So this is our output layer, and the layers are connected by the nodes, or in other way you can say that these are the neurons which perform mathematical operations to transform the input data as it move through the networks. So all these layers are doing nothing but a mathematical computational. Even our brain is doing the mathematical computation, but we don't realize it in because that's its speed is super fast, so it's never realized to us. Now, one thing that within this network, the flow of the information is unidirectional. So you see here, this is unidirectional here. And it means that we are moving from the input layer through the hidden layer to the output layer. So this is our output layer at the last. So the input layer receives the data and it passes through the network to the output layer where the output is produced. And each layer in this network applies a set of weightage. So there are set of weightage that we have to provide here uh, to the input data, and which apply the activation functions, and finally it produces the output that is passed to the next layer. Now you can use this neural network in variety of tasks. For example, for the image and speech recognitions, or you can use it for the natural language processing or anomaly detections. So this system you can train using a process called back proportion, which adjusts the weights in the network to minimize the difference between the predicted output and the actual output. So for example, let's suppose you are using the credit card. So credit card companies, let's suppose set your limit to the 1 lakh rupees per month. And typically on an average, you are spending somewhere around 50,000 in a month. And maybe on a one fine day, uh, just you want to impress your girlfriend, maybe you have spent it 75,000. Now the way your wife don't believe on you, in the same way this credit card company also don't believe on you, or this system also don't believe on you, because on an average you are spending 50,000, but right now you are spending in a one shot you are trying to spend 75K. So they are going to send you SMS, or maybe somebody from customer care is trying to confirm it from you by calling you. So that's what the anomaly detection process that you can play around with this neural network. So you can use it in variety of the applications here. Now, once you understand the concept of AI, the emotional recognition model, and now we also saw that conventional neural network. Now you can use its output in variety of devices. For example, you can connect it with the IoT devices, or maybe AR or VR, or you can use the Sitecore Experience Edge as well. So now, what is this Experience Edge? So Experience Edge is nothing but a globally scalable SaaS API, which offering from Sitecore, and it provide the content, for example, like items, layouts, data model, and media items. It can provide you. So this is your Sitecore backend. You are just publishing it, and this, once you publish it through the API, your content will be available to the variety of the devices here. For example, you can connect it with your mobile channels or maybe web channels. Now this experience is it's a set of services on the SaaS platform which help organizations to deliver the headless content at a scale. Now, as this is going to be on the CD environment, so the content that you are going to publish, this content, this is not available on the CD, but it's actually available on the SaaS CDN environment, and that's SaaS CDN environment is called the Sitecore Experience Edge. So you don't need the CD environment, you just require the CDN. And as CDNs are spreading all around the globe, so that's why whatever the nearest CDN available to you, from there the content is going to deliver it on your channels. Now there are lots of benefit that you will get it with the experience edge. For example, you will get the faster content delivery of your content because of the CDN. It's very flexible. It means you can bring your any tech stack. For example, if you want to utilize it with the Java platform or maybe .NET platform, you can use it because this is just the API. Overall, it will decrease your architecture complexity because in any architectural system, you can use this API and you can consume this assets here. Now, this is extremely scalable delivery and globally replicated platform because of the CDN, and that's why it's provide the its content using a high performing Sitecore hosted API. From the Sitecore side, Sitecore offer the Sitecore JSS. So if you want to create a static Sitecore JSS sites, then you can easily use this experience edge because it's inbuilt there. Apart from that, as it's as Sitecore Edge is a centralized distribution layer, so it can easily manage any type of content that you have. With Sitecore experiences, you don't require the Sitecore web database, or maybe you can say CD. You just need the CDN, so your assets or your content will be available from there. And last, uh, you can consume this assets or this content on any channels or on any kind of application platform. Now, this experience is provide two type of API. One is preview API and another is the delivery API. So both of these APIs are nothing but the GraphQL endpoints, and that's why these API are globally replicated and scalable, and it provide the fastest way of delivering your content and media items. And the best part is that it's going to provide you from the nearest CDN, which is close to user location. Apart from that, internally, all these API are using the GraphQL. So we know that for any API-based system, GraphQL is the best querying language that we can use. So this GraphQL provide you a very flexible way to query your data, and it also support the strongly type GraphQL definitions. So uh, if you are trying to provide or if you are trying to write any type which is not available, it will give you the error at that moment itself. So you have this two API. In the development mode, you can use the preview API. In your production, you can use the delivery APIs here. All right. So now we know a little bit about the AI. We know about the um, emotional recognition model. We understand the neural network. We also saw the experience edge. We know its API as well. Now, how to connect all these dots? And we want to utilize these two systems. How we want to utilize it? We want to utilize in a two way. So we want to connect our emotional recognition model and we want to connect this Sitecore experience edge API. So for this, what you can do? In our laptops or in our on our systems, we have this uh, webcam. So we can use this webcam, which is going to detect our facial expression, and based on that, we can take some decisions here. So the complete flow chart here is that, let's suppose you are sitting in front of your laptops, and then you have started your webcam and you have started this application. So what it will do, it will detect your face, and based on this face, it will use the AI or ML system, which will which will detect your face, and based on this face, it will try to detect what kind of emotions that you have. So within this, um, once it understand your emotions, based on that emotions, it's going to provide you the music recommendations, and then you can play around with this recommendations here. So what this applications aim is aim that, as you see nowadays with our fast-paced life, it's very difficult for the people to socialize and express themselves, especially after our post-corona world where the norms have been changed and social interaction have become less and has everything went online. For example, instead of doing this session in offline mode, we are doing it in online mode because that's what the more convincing. And after the corona, the work from home or the remote work and jobs are booming. Now, since music have a therapeutic effect and it have been used to treat various psychological conditions, so there are lots of studies over the year have been shown that humans reply and react to the music has a very high impressions on the activity of human brain, which will help us to improve our mood actually. So that's what this application is doing. So it's providing a solution for personalized and effective music recommendations by utilizing the machine learning algorithms, which analyze the emotions. And the idea it generate the personalized. It also provide you the personalized playlist that you can tailor to your individual unique preference. Now, this application uses a Kaggle dataset because we have to train this model for to understand the what kind of human emotions we have. So that's why we have created a data set. So within this data set, it consists of 45 by 48 pixel grayscale images of the human faces. And these faces are automatically registered so that face is more or less centered or occupies about the same amount of space in each image here. So for example, you see here, all these are grayscale images and their size are 48 by 48 pixel. And then to each face, we are trying to categorize it based on their emotions. For example, we have categorized it in 7 different categories. For example, we have the angry or disgusted or fear, happy, neutral, sad, or surprised. So we are giving training to this model on these 7 emotions, and within this data model there are more than 30,000 examples that we have, and through which this system is trying to improve itself. And based on these 30,000 images, it's trying to categorize the emotions based on the 7 categories here. Now that's what the dataset that we are using. Now we know about the neural networks, we understand the app, we saw its the data set it's using, and let's see how we can utilize it and we can connect both this neural network system with our Sitecore Edge API. Uh, yeah. So let me run my program, and it actually compile this entire applications. And once this compilation is done, then it will start my program, which we have created it in Python because Python is the best language you can say to work with the AI and machine learning. And if you have some data set, that also you can very easily process here if you are comparing the other programming language. So once this is started, so now you can go there and try to. I hope you are able to see my browser.
Yep.
Yeah. So we can start the application here, and what it do, it will start the camera and it will try to detect uh, my face here. Right now, it say that uh, I am
Mm.
fearful or it's sad. Let's try to change the emotion. So maybe I can
Hey,
try
Surendra.
to laugh. Yeah.
We can see a demo text here. That screen here only.
You are not going to see the browser.
No,
Okay.
at least not
Let
on.
me. Yeah. Let me share it again. How about now?
Yeah, we can see VS Code.
Yeah, correct. So I have run that application, and you can see here right now it's trying to detect me through my camera, and it's trying to identify the kind of emotion that I have as I'm presenter. So maybe it feel that I'm fearful, but let's try to change the emotions on my face. Maybe I will try to smile. Come on, change it. So before that, yeah, when you say that it have not changed it here anything, I have tried to change my emotions. So somewhere it say that I have the angry emotions, and based on that, it's trying to giving me some suggestions through the Sitecore experiences. So from there, it's giving me the song recommendations. I can go there and I can try to add it. I can create my own playlist here, and maybe I can create this list here. So you need to be a good actor here if you want to change your emotions very frequently. Girls can do it very easily. As a boy, our emotions are not changing it very rapidly. Yeah, good time. So you can create this kind of the your own playlist here. And if you think that no, I don't want to allow this application to read my emotions right now. So if you want, you can stop that camera here to allow you to access. And here now you can go there and you can start to play the song. So it will go there, and whatever the YouTube link that you have, it it will try to open it, and it will try to play that word. So it will try to play that particular song here. So you can see here, you can use this kind of applications, and you can combine the neural network with the Sitecore. So this emotions detecting this service is going to be controlled by your AI and ML program, and the song recommendations that it's giving me, that is coming through the Sitecore experience edge. So that data you can so through the output layer you can connect your two systems. So right now we are connecting it with our Sitecore Experience Edge API, from where we are getting all the songs for that particular emotion. So from your face, it will detect the emotions. So that is the ML part, and based on that emotions, to get the songs recommendations, that is coming through the Sitecore. We can also connect it to the CDP or Sitecore personalized services, where we are creating the playlist. And once you have that playlist, then of course you can go there, and next time if I'm the same user is trying to log in it into the system or trying to access the same application, so it will provide you the last time playlist as well, and based on that as well, you can personalize it in a more depth way. So right now we had take the example of the music, but instead of this music, it can be anything. It can be your product. It can be any selling assets that your client have. So we can introduce this kind of the systems where instead of using the past visiting history, or instead of using your digital footprints, you can use the current emotions, what the user is feeling right now, and based on that you can provide the good and better suggestions to your customers. So yeah, that's what the demo is. If you have any questions, or if you have any queries, then we can discuss. But that's what the demo from my side.
Yep. Does anyone have any questions?
No problem. If you have any question or anything, yeah, you can connect me here. Um, I'm available on Slack or Twitter on Stack Exchange. Uh, you can connect me there for any kind of questions that you have.